Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep. This episode, I thought we could either go and find a shark or go and look at a shipwreck, or actually both. Try and find a shark and look at a shipwreck. Maybe stab the shark in the face with a shipwreck. That would be an interesting feat, an interesting goal. Oh, there's no grass over there. Maybe it'll render when we get closer. So yeah, we're back on this island with what I called Red River in one of the video descriptions. And I called it that because where I live, there are quite a few places called Red River. What was that? I was thinking, oh, there's a shark down there. Oh no, it's a log. It's a log where we hacked up some driftwood, and one of the driftwood from the driftwood pile has just slammed into the river. And I was like, oh, thankfully. Do you think we can make that? Oh God, do you think we can make it if we jump? Hang on, what's going to happen today? It is 10:47. It's the 5th of June. It's going to rain today. 82 days survived. I mean, we could. Oh my God, this is stupid. Well, we didn't die, but we didn't splash down in the way that I thought we might splash down. Okay. Shark noise? When I tested this island, I actually tested it with a tiger. And one of the things that happened was the tiger swam under the island, immediately became a land shark. Now, the developers, and bear in mind there's only 2 people working on this game, the developers said, yeah, okay, so we've had a look at this, and we think we've come up with a fix. And that was ages ago. That's a long time ago. Okay, come with us. Now, the problem is that it still kind of exists, and it exists more with these procedurally generated islands, but it also exists with islands that, let's just see if we can run across there without needing to swim. Nope. Okay, fine. Yeah, it turns out that I think what's happening is when the angle, when the angle of the sort of the beach to water bit gets too steep, the sharks can actually swim through the mesh under the island. Because sharks aren't actually swimming, there's no real water there, they're just kind of floating, kind of like no-clip. So what the sharks are doing, they're kind of no-clipping around, and... Hello? We're just going to drop the trunk on the ground, guys. It's not great. I don't know where I'm taking this trunk, I'm just kind of moving it so we can actually not have it in the little river bit there. Oh, did I explain why it's called Red River? There's a lot of rivers near me that are called Red River, and that's because of mining runoff in the last few centuries. The rivers would literally turn red. Okay, back to sharks. Wow, heads are spinning. Yeah, so the sharks, the thing about the sharks is that they will swim under the terrain, usually about here. So they'll swim along on the edge of an island, but because they're trying to follow the player, that's us. And what they want to do, I think what they want to do is they want to swim around. And now we're going to keep an eye out for a great white. He's blue in a blue ocean. And I don't know I think we might actually have to go to the other side of the island for him to actually detect where we are. So yeah, once they've latched onto a player, they swim around in like a patrol mode. And they'll go around, and they'll actually swim quite far within the grid section, within the area that the island is in. We don't go too far because of the threat of a storm today. That would be terrible if we got stuck out here or washed off or whatever. So yeah, once they see a player, what they try to do is circle around them, and it's that circling around the motion that I think basically causes them to hit the mesh and go underneath the island and then go all crazy. And then they become land shark because they can't get out from underneath the island. And it's just like, oh no, I'm stuck under the island. What do I do? And the answer is nothing. You can't do nothing. They got to TP out and literally teleport out. We're not going to make that. When you sleep, when you do a little sleep, or when you leave the island, or when you close the game and come back in again. So yeah, basically, there's a bunch of stuff. Can we just hop up on the edge of that? No, we can't. This is backcountry, so nope. Okay. I was just thinking maybe we could do a little cheeky little jump on there, knowing that somewhere around here is a big old fish with lots of teeth and a jaw, like a properly articulated jaw. So yeah, I think basically if I was going to say, oh, well, you need to change the AI, it's like, just... Yeah, there we go. There we go. What I would do is I would say, have like a little check that says, am I under the island? And just have because the way that the island is created, you can see down here is rock, up here is sand, and up here is grass and stuff. One big ass mesh for the island, and it's done on a height map. So the texture is added based on the height map. So that's the thing. And I think basically what you need to do is have a little addition in the shark's AI that says, "Ooh, am I somewhere? Oh, it's going to be stormy again, isn't it? Am I somewhere where there is sand above me? Have it detect the mesh, and then it's is there sand above me? If there is, then basically what I'm going to do is TP back to my starting position. Is it just going to rain, or is it going to be stormy? I think it's just rain. It's definitely just rain. So yeah, if they can somehow detect this mesh, then that'd be cool. It's or have a secondary system that just draws a no swim zone for the sharks. So it's the sand here. So in a vertical column, it's we're putting a sand texture down. So in a vertical column, they can't swim there. That would be a way of doing it as well. So just a way of sort of kicking the AI out. It's raining, which is a problem for us if we were actually going to hunt sharks. We've got a wooden crate. Wooden crate, what's in it? It's a label maker, something that I actually genuinely need in real life in a fuel tank. Okay, something I don't necessarily need in real life. So the label maker is good. It means we can rename certain things. Don't hear any sharks. Now the shark is going to spawn where that yellow boy is. Do I want to go anywhere near it? I don't. Not while it's raining, because I don't know how close we need to get. Because this is a fresh. We literally just come back into the game, so this is a fresh session. Huh. I know these wrecks here. Some of these. Actually, no. So that sits on the seabed. Because when I made the island, I made it so that it's fairly shallow, and then it sort of disappears off very violently straight down to what will pass as the seafloor. And the thing about Pacific Islands, is there anything we can do while it is kind of raining? Oh yeah, we could probably go and make sure the fire has actually got fiery stuff on it for tonight. Okay, fine, we'll do that. And probably drop the... I think everything's probably okay up here. So yeah, Pacific Islands, they do genuinely sit on these columns of rock, these atolls of rock in the... it actually does already have all of the stuff. Fine. So they sit on atolls of rock, which rise sharply up from the seabed. So one of the things the procedural generation of islands has got right in Stranded Deep. I don't like this weather, because it's got to be said, is the fact that... let's get us a spear. We've only got one spear. Oh god, we need more spears. All right, we need more spears. We need to get back to the raft to unpack some spears. Okay, but the water's black, and I don't want to go in the water. Is it going to carry on raining? No. Yeah, because previously, because we're supposed to be in the Pacific, previously the world. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do. I'll tell you what we can do. So the world had a very shallow sea, and that was cool. I liked the shallow sea, but it's actually more accurate not to have the shallow sea. It's more accurate to have these kind of blobs of rock in the Pacific, and then we will have sharks and stuff around them. Speaking of sharks, I think that's probably close enough now to that buoy, because that's where they spawn in. Or that looks like it's been moved closer to the shore. Don't know about that. Well, we can do a jump again. That's a thing. I don't think there's anything down there. If there's anything down there, we're just going to scream. We're just going to be like, ah! Or however you scream. I don't know. I don't think I've ever screamed. I scream? We're not going fast enough! We did it! Oh my god, we did it! We did it! We actually made the jump! That's amazing! I didn't think we'd do it, but we did. Oh, that's brilliant. Amazing. Wonderful. Okay, so that's cool. So we've talked about the sharks and we've talked about the actual accuracy, and it is fairly accurate for Stranded Deep to be representing the old metal ship. No, not old metal ship. That's a flavour of chewing gum. The accuracy of the thing that is... Actually, are we hungry? Are we hungry? A little bit. Yeah, the actual islands that are in the Pacific. Wonderful. I just picked that up and I didn't want to. Okay, well, instead of like messing around with it, we'll just drop it down there. We'll open it up. We'll grab the large smoked meat, which still seems to be smoked, I believe. Is that still smoked? Yes, it is. I think I might hold on to that. Refined pick. We could probably put that in the crate up on the top, because we're going to need to... Oh, there's another crate there. Of course there is. We put it there. That's something that we did. That's exactly what we did. We still need the... Oh, we've just filled our inventory up with crap. That's a problem. So if I pick that up, then I can go like that, drop that in there. Let's get the meat. Let's eat the meat. Nom nom nom. Good. And then we can go back here and look for our weapons of war. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that enough to kill a great white? I think we need 10. 4, 8, 9. That might be a problem. That might be a problem. I think it's double the health of a tiger. A tiger takes 5. But then the damn thing's not going to be going anywhere. It's not going to be... It's not as if it's going to be like... I've been hit by a stick with a little rock on it. I think what I might do is like... I will swim away. I will go to accident and emergency, and I will get my face sewn up, and then I'll be like, I'm not giving you a real good rating on the travel websites, no, because I'm a shark, no, and I'm like, oh, we did it, great, we actually did it that time. And what is the time? We've only got a few scant minutes left, so we've had crappy ass weather. Because that's a meteorological effect of having rain in the Pacific. You just get crappy ass weather and everything goes real dark and dull. And apparently you get a bad review on a travel website from a great white if you were to hit it in the face with a spear. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch the last few rays of sunlight as the sun disappears into the sea. Done. As it has been, we'll get out our lantern. There we go. We get the torch out, we get the lantern out. It gives us sort of a bit of mood lighting as we run. Why are we carrying a lantern? Why are we carrying a lantern? We could just leave it up here. We have a lantern here. There is now another lantern here. There we go. 2 lanterns. 2 lanterns for our delectation. So what we're going to do is we're going to save. What we're also going to do is get our drink on, because I think, yes, it's dark. So yeah, we're down on water a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll have some drinky drinks of water, and then we'll get some water from these stills. Okay, fine. I think what we might also do is we will light the old campfire. Let's do that. Let's get some fire on, because it gives us kind of a visual interest, because it's on fire, and who doesn't like fire? I mean, let's be honest. I presented a theory to my friends many years ago, and I said, hey guys, everything's got fire in it. And they were like, what? I was like, yes, everything has fire in it, and the fire must be released. And they were like, put down those matches. I'm like, no, you can't catch me. And I ran away and I had the matches. So that was the thing. Did we save before? Or, well, you can never save too many times. Fine. It is lovely. There's not too much we can do at night. If you are going to be all hunting and stuff, yeah, I don't think there's anything. I mean, there was this boat. We didn't really discuss the boat. Why is there a boat in... Boop. Why is there a boat? Oh, that is actually more terrifying now that it's in the dark. In a cave in the dark. The answer is, yeah, no, it's a Goonies thing, like a Goonies reference. If you've ever seen the end of the Goonies film, I'm not going to spoil it. It's probably, was it a 30-year-old film now? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I still don't really want to go in the water because of the threat of land sharks, and we still don't know where that great white is. I think he actually swims real deep, and we've already been on there and got everything off. So that's the thing. I don't think the great white would actually bother us here, even if you did clip through the island. So, you know, that's the thing. That's the thing. We have all the light. We are basically our own sun at this point, except we're not checking out a load of UVA, UVB, and UVC rays. Which you might say, wait a minute, UVC? Am I gotta have a new sunscreen? No, don't worry about it. You only need to worry about UVC if you're an astronaut. Why did I turn the torch off? Don't know. So yeah, if you're an astronaut, you need to worry about UVC because that's the one that's going to cook you. You'll be like, I'm an astronaut. I'm doing astronauty things. Oh no, I'm on fire. I haven't heard shark noise. It's eerie the way the lighting, because when the sun goes down, the beach is very kind of lit up for a bit. And then there's like a snap, and then the beach goes very dark, and then it's like, ooh, stars. It's like the night lighting kicks in, which is kind of cool. But the sea becomes oddly it's still milky, but I guess you would be able to see the silhouette of something if it's swimming out there. Can we? Yeah, we can totally do that. I'm still not very happy because, well, this kind of reminds me of Jaws. And yeah. Also, is this the murder boat? I can't remember. This might actually be the murder boat. Right when the game first came out, one of the models. Yeah, it's this one. Whoa. What? I'm just getting disorientated. Don't worry about me. It's a combination of the shadows coming from the moon making more movement than I was expecting, and I'm kind of half expecting something to be out there. I don't like being here. There's a thing in there, but I'm like, every part of me is like, no, you don't want to be here, and I don't want to be here. But I don't see anything, and I don't hear any shark noise. There is a crate in there. I think we're going to need that crate. Man up. I mean, it's literally just here. Boop. Okay, that was a lot simpler than I was expecting it to be. And there's nothing on the roof. No, there's nothing on the roof. There might be something in the hold. They did add these sort of orange grab rails, so you can actually get out of places like the hold. I think before, if you got in there, you just have to kind of either drown or starve to death, and then that was it. That was your lot. So what we'll do is just drop this down. There we go. Torch on. And tab to open. What's in there? Lashing, refined hammer, and antibiotics. I'm kind of cool with all these refined hammers. That's the wrong button. Refined hammers. That's also the wrong button. That's the right button. We've got loads of refined hammers. They are real neat. They're real nice. So we can take that back to our... What is the time? Ooh, 21:22. We can actually sleep, and then it'll be tomorrow, and then it'll be like, yay, and maybe we get a chance to find our sharky friend. So what we need to do is we need to drop the wood crate. Done. With an empty hand, we can put the campfire out to save fuel. It doesn't get dark because we got the lamps. And then we can save, because we always save before we sleep. Ah, wonderful. Great. Brilliant. And it's a new dawn. It is a new dawn. Oh, that is actually real nice. Well, let's have a look. We need some water. Food's not too bad. Okay, so let's get some water on board. 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So we can get the soda still. Get the water into us. The river is well dark, but we don't really need to go in that direction. We need to see if we can find a shark. A shark with teeth and an actually really well modeled, articulated jaw. Ooh, excuse me. I was like, oh, do you ever get one of those hiccup burp things? And you're like, oh, I need to hiccup and burp at the same time. But if I do that, the world is going to explode. And then it will cast us into the void. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should actually, unkey the microphone and then not explode the world. So that's a thing. That's a thing that's happening. Right, okay. So how do we do this? We need to tag the shark in order to make him aware that we're here. Unless he's under the island already. Should be there somewhere. I see a problem with this. It's too early in the morning and we can't see anything. Like, nothing. We might actually need to build something. Because the other problem is also that if we try and kite him around the other side of the island, the main problem with this is that he will clip. For some reason, he clips into rocks about where that little tiny ass shipwreck is, and on the other side, where one of the biggest shipwrecks is. What's that? That is a shark. That might be a black tip reef shark, though. I really wish the water was a lot clearer than it is. We might need to make a platform for this. I'm not even joking. Mostly because of the way it is. No, mostly because we can't see anything. We could go along there, I guess. But where's the fun in that? Where is the fun in that? Well, let's chop down a tree real quick. Let's get some chopping action online. So we're going to chop this tree down, which is good. That'll give us the ability to make a platform. The thing about making a platform, as opposed to just using what's there, I mean, we could just use what's there. That's also fine. But it also means we can modify it and reposition stuff, and we make ourselves a murder box? No, not a murder box. A murder platform? No, not a murder platform. That's too negative. I don't know. I mean, we could pretend to be Cupid, I guess, and our spears are actually spears of love, so a love delivery platform? Maybe? I mean, that does sort of go into like ancient Greek mythology with giant snakes and things that could destroy the earth, and Cupid being generally a butthole, which is what Cupid and all the old gods tended to be. Right, okay, fine. Let us find our crafting menu. I pushed all the buttons. And it's just like, hey, where's all the things? A hoe is required for crafting. We don't have a hoe. That makes me sad suddenly. So we have driftwood foundation. Fine. Let's do this. 83 days survived. Oh my. All right, so we can build it. How far out can we build it? How low, how high? Bearing in mind, actually, one thing you won't know. Okay, we can do it here. Do it here. Boop. Let's do that. Bearing in mind, one thing you won't know is that under this island, under actually where I'm standing, is a load of cliffs. And you might say, hang on a minute, wait, what? Yeah, no, there's a load of cliffs under the sand. It was one of my attempts to make sand sharks not a thing, and then they are a thing, so that's a thing. The thing we need is a lashing. No, we need buildings, and we need floor. No, walls. Nope, no scroll. Oh, we have to use a scroll wheel. Okay, so we've got 4. We need 1 lashing. Okay, right. Okay, we've got this. We got this because we have or should have. Yucca. There we go. Bam. We'll turn the yucca into a lashing. The lashing will get stored in our inventory. Then we can go back to here, go back to building, scroll all the way across the top, hit up steps, and be like, yo, aren't you a band from like the 90s? And they'll be like, oh no, I thought you would notice. Where's the rest of our sticks? Oh, right, okay, over there. So there's a stick there, and then there's low sticks there. Fine. Wooden steps. Great, brilliant. So we can get the wooden steps online. Let's do that. Pop that in there. Hit that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do. Yeah, because that gives us the ability to look over the thing. Now, Now, we can't build out from this point, but we can build out from this point if we do some sort of general trickery, and I think we should have really built over there. Huh. We can also use the... That's what happens when I get an idea. I take a step back and I take a breath. I'm like, oh, we have a fort. Huh. They have a cave troll. Right, okay. Let's try this. Let's get a spear out, because we obviously need a spear. And then we can be like, yeah, this is why I didn't want to do this. This is still terrifying. All right, okay, fine. All right. Not. Hang on, was that a bloop? Wait. I need to turn my headphones up. All right, okay, fine. I've turned my headphones up. Now I can actually hear stuff. I think. Yes, there is a bloop. That's a reef shark. Okay, that's a reef shark. Sharks can go under this bit, certainly. Oops. All right. The sea is not made of lava, but it is made of sharks. Yeah, the reason we had to put this in is because this thing has no steps, and if I use the other model for the sea fort, it has a load of grass on the roof, because apparently it counts as grassy terrain. There we go. Can we see anything swimming around down there? Nope, because the sea's too freaking milky. Oh, it's all milky. Oh, it's like a cup of tea. Oh, it's a cup of tea, it is. Oh. Yeah, there he is. There he is, yes. Just caught a glimpse of him. All right. So he's found us, in that he's probably circling around below us. But now we can't see anything because of the sun. However, we've just built a platform at the side of the world. Okay, think about it. That platform can be extended out over the water, but we can't do it using... yeah. What? Wait a minute, what the hell was that? That's a reef shark, surely. That's too small to be a great white. I don't know if you can even see him. He's kind of in the glare there. Sort of as a... yeah, there. I think that's definitely a reef shark, but he swam over to us real quick. I don't get it. That's a reef shark, surely. Why did he swim over to us? I think that's something to do with the AI being a little bit weird. We could probably take him out here because I think they swim between these bits of rock. I think that's the thing they can do. But now we're too far from where they originally patrol. All right. I've got an idea. I have an idea. A cotton picking idea. A little idea. You see, what we can do is we can build sideways. We could probably build out as well. Okay, we're going to need some more trees. We're going to need some more trees, and we need to chop them down, and we're going to need to turn them into extensions for our murder palace. I think that's definitely what we need to do. We need to make a murder palace, and then we can be like, oh, you know what? We've turned these trees into the ability to take on wildlife, and that would be cool. So yeah, that's an idea. We've got a plan to take out a great white, but you know what, I'm gonna have to leave you here. So I'll tell you what, if you're liking these episodes, definitely leave a like, leave a little subscribe if you want to be kept notified of all the future episodes and various bits and pieces. Tell your friends about the channel, because that might actually help us out. And you know what, I will catch you guys next time. Bye.